Hi, I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design, and today I'm going to show you how to put the carbon felt wick in the turbo top for the bongo stove. This is a piece of standard 2-inch by 2-inch carbon felt wick that you can purchase from my store for I think $3. Now, the first thing that you want to know is you do not want to put this in here so it's even remotely tight, because when it soaks up with alcohol it's going to swell, and if it's too tight, once it swells up, the alcohol won't be able to flow through it correctly and you won't get a good burn. So if you've got one that just isn't performing right, take it off and trim a little bit off the side, put it back in so it's good and loose. Another thing that will affect it is if you cram it right down in hard, it'll tend to compress too much down the bottom and the fuel won't be able to flow out correctly. So you just want it to coil it up and just put it in here till it touches bottom, nice and loose, and no more than that. Don't cram it down and don't put a big wad of it in. Now, once you get this in here, and make sure you've got it all the way to the bottom, but not tight, you have to make a decision. Now, if you've got a MSR Titan 0.85 liter kettle, you can cut it off fairly high, say all the way up to here, you know, like half, 3/4 of an inch sticking out, and that'll give you a really big flame, and for a big pot you can get away with that. But I'm going to use this on a Heine pot or a Foster's Super Pot, so I don't want it sticking up any more than that much, maybe 1/8 of an inch, because any more than that and it'll start going out around the edge of the pot. So I'm going to cut it off right there. You can see that, hopefully. Now I'm going to take that out and set it aside. Now, I've got this piece left. Now, if you set it in there, you'll see that it sticks up quite a ways. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to split this right in two. And I'm going to put half of it around like this. And I'm going to take the other half and bring it around till it comes all the way around, and I'm going to cut it another 1/4 of an inch longer so it compresses a little bit. That's all I have left over. Who would have thunk it? Okay. I'm going to put that in here. Get it down in here. Get it laying down flat. Looks nice. I may have that a little bit long. Then I'm going to take my piece I already cut. I'm going to curl it up as tight as I can get it. I'm going to run it right down through the middle. And then let it expand out. Kind of, this is like doing a furrow here. You just kind of, like some lady teasing her hair, just kind of fluff it around and it'll all come together. And there you have it. That's basically all there is to it. Now, if you're going to do the solo, you're only going to need a piece this big, and whatever length you decide to go on the solo. You probably want it sticking out about that far. And just take this and just roll it a little bit in your hands to kind of make it round as best you can, and just slide it into the solo. The same way with the stumpy. The stumpy, I probably cut it twice as wide and just curl it up, cut it the length you want, and just have it so that you can take right a hold of it and pull it out without lifting the stove off the floor. Just a good loose fit, fairly loose, not to the point where it will fall out if you tip it upside down, but fairly loose. And if you do light it up and it just doesn't burn well, you've probably got it too tight. You want it fairly loose so you get a good blue flame, a good high blue flame. And that's basically all there is to it. That's what I'm carrying in my pack, and that's how I did mine. If I was going to use a bigger pot, a fairly large pot, I would bring the wick maybe at the most all the way up here, like 3/4 of an inch out, and that'll store a pretty amazing flame and suck down some alcohol at an alarming rate. I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design. Get out and hike, take a friend, and more important than anything, have a great day. Bye-bye.